You know, anytime I talk to my colleagues who are from Western and I know them, I think the Western is, you know, Western, they have their own parties. They have DAPK of Wamalwa. They used to have the ANC of Mudavadi, which is now not there. We have Ford Kenya of our speaker. And the question is, do they continue? I remember the other day we went there to do United Opposition campaigns. There is this argument that I think one of their elders once said that the assumption of leadership in Western through the presidents will come from the lake. And that theory has been, is it a theory or I don't know, it's been now challenged. They are being told, for you to become the president of this country, you have to organize yourselves. And I think that's why you see people like Natembeya, people like Sifuma are now coming out strongly because they are telling the Western that this idea of waiting for this position to be handed over to us might be a dream. What we need is now to organize ourselves and go for it. And I think that's why you see now ODM with the time will become weaker in Western Kenya, because Western Kenya are thinking of a formation which will consolidate them to a bloc so that they become a serious bloc to negotiate with the rest of the other blocs. Because if you look at our politics, the way Honorable Kiro has said, initially we used to have a lot of tribal organization, but now they are thinking of more blocks so that it becomes a bloc. And that's why you see Central Kenya, like Mount Kenya, East and the Central Kenya, they are trying to form one bloc. The southeastern part of us, we are forming another bloc. Now the Kisis are also thinking about their own bloc, so that now the negotiation will be at the point of this bloc. And I think that's what is triggering some of the things you see. That now that the existing parties, which have been led by Honorable Mudavadi and Honorable Waitangula, seem to have become part of Kenya Kwanza, and they seem to be keen on forming a bloc. Now these new faces, the Natembeyas, the Wamalo, and the Sifunas, and Kareba are saying, why can't we then start thinking about a formation which will help us negotiate? But I think we've said it many times here. Ruto being the sitting president, if we have to win the seat from him in a democratic way, the more we have separate formations talking about assuming presidency, the more they are increasing its chances of coming back. So what the idea, I've listened to what the young parliamentarians are saying. They are saying they want to work hard to get Ruto out of office. To that extent, I agree with them. That all of us, that is our goal, number one. But now, how to get him out of office has to be a very well thought strategy. It can't just be everybody goes there and says we are going to do it. So anytime I start now seeing them talk about another formation, we already have a united opposition. Anytime I start thinking people talk about another formation, it now starts opening the doors for division.
All right. And
I tell you, we need a united opposition to get Kenya Kwanza out of government, and not more formation.
And indeed, the dailies have captured that well, because on page 9 of the Standard, there's a headline there, Inside Ruto's Plot to Split Opposition and Retain Power in 2027. And they talk about a plot to lure Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka with the offer of being running mate come 2027.